because for some reason YouTube was doing something stupid. I don't know why it was doing that. But there you go. Oh my word. What a morning. What an absolute amazing morning. Oh. Couple of hours sleep. Nice shot of espresso. Ready to roll. Oh, that's all you need. All you really need in the morning. Oh, so we got some really tired baby ponies this morning as well. Dom, good morning to you. Like I say, oh my, what a night. What a night. What a night indeed. It's a night that started with a fantastic exit poll to begin with. Oh. You know, I think when we saw those numbers, I think we're almost guaranteed, you know, it was going to be a good night. Of course, here we are. Here we are now. Dave W, good morning. I know, what are you looking at me for? I want to come through. It's going to let me through, I think. just negotiating with cows. Oh, but what a fantastic morning. For those of you with me last night, what an absolutely fantastic night that was. You know, what a night we had. But I think you'll agree, a cold light of day, boom, massive majority. So, Jane Lockwood, good morning to you. Not playing on your PC, just your mobile. Oh. YouTube did something really weird. Honestly, YouTube did something weird I've never seen it do before. Decided it wanted to sort of try and simulcast my screen as well as me at the same time. I'm like, what is this? What has gone on here? What are you trying to do, YouTube? Oh. But what a morning. What an absolutely glorious morning. Day of all days. Jane Lockwood, thank you for being with us. Well, thank you for being with me as well. Thank you for being with me as well last night, Jane. You know, as I said last night, I know a lot of you are going to be really spoilt for choice. You know, by your choices. So, you know, thank you for being with me last night, joining in with me, however long you happened to be there last night. You know, thank you for joining me. But I called it a night around 4:30, I believe. Jacob Rees-Mogg had just lost his seat, so I thought, you know what, they've got the necessary number of seats now. They cleared 326. I was like, Jacob Rees-Mogg has just lost his seat. What a way to end the stream. Oh, what a way to end the stream on that really positive note. And there's Oren Knight just posted there, just saw your message there. You are right, they've now got to deliver. And they know they've got to deliver. Oh boy, do they know they've got to deliver. Starmer and the rest of Labour have made that very, very clear. That they've got to deliver on that. So, you know, the hard work begins. The hard work begins. And it's not going to be easy. It's really not going to be easy for them. You know, if we're really brutally honest about all this, about what's to come next, it's not going to be easy. Change isn't going to happen overnight. But it's going to take a lot of hard work. And the fact that we have a sensible government that is thinking long-term planning, that in itself is going to be, you know, a very good revelation. A government is going to take a very different approach to doing things. So and thank God, I don't, whoever was doing the Sky New exit poll, for Barnsley North and Barnsley South, Jeebus Christ. Sorry, they put Reform UK a 99% chance of winning my seat. Sorry, they did not come even close. They did not come even close to winning. So thank you very much for Sky News, or at least their exit poll, for causing me to have a little bit of an existential crisis on stream when we learned that. Oh boy, that was a fun couple of hours waiting for those results to come in. But thank God. Oh dear. Oh, thank God we did it. Thank God it didn't happen. Oh. But of course, Farage is in Parliament. But I'll tell you what, I said it last night. I'll say it again. Don't think it's going to last long. And I think it's going to be an expensive scandal that gets him. This man's a kept man. He's got a very lavish lifestyle. At the end of the day, he's going to get caught out by it. Absolutely, he's going to get caught out by it. Anyway, now that I'm in the shade, let's read what some of your chats are, because I couldn't even see the screen walking down. Anyway, Mr. L, silver lining. Garage will now be subject to some very uncomfortable scrutiny over his finances. Exactly. He is going to be exposed on that, massively so. That is going to be a huge problem. I don't think he's going to last his full term. I really don't. I think he's going to get caught out by an expensive scandal. Absolutely think that. Look, it's chilling. Today is a good day. Exactly. Paul Wilson, oh, what a beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning it is indeed. Haven't felt this good since 1997. Flint Reed, good morning to you, and R.I.P. Clacton on Sea. Probably so. Edinburgh is so relieved for you in Britain. Well, again, I think we're all relieved, to be honest. I think we're all relieved. But Richard Holden, Mr. L, my town flipped to Labour for the very first time in history. Glad I could play a very small part in making that happen. Yeah, like I say, I think that is going to be a lot of people's thoughts. And that's going to be a lot of people's thoughts today. When they're waking up now, really sort of delivering them. Yeah, Loki's children, what a great day. We have a Labour government. Exactly. And that is going to bring some very significant changes. Sometimes small things, sometimes big things, but we'll see what happens. Gillian Hope, even the rain hit down in South ain't going to get you down today. Good on you, Jill. Nope. I've got tiny dwarf pony. Oh. David Quarterbass, good morning to you. It's a very good morning. Leslie Turner, sadly in my case, although the exit polls had my seat going to Labour, it didn't happen. Still stuck with the Tory. However, it was a great night overall. Exactly. What a night. Spark, Hartlepool flipped back to Labour. Yeah, and that's Ben Houchen now surrounded by Labour MPs. And oh boy, I bet you can feel the heat in that office this morning. Because they've said it a number of times. Audit office is coming for you now. Audit office is going to insist on opening those books, finding out what's going to happen. I don't think Houchen is going to last too much longer, to be honest. Because there's something being dodgy going on there. Oh, that Teesside Freeport for a while. And oh boy, when they get that investigation going, we'll probably find out what. We will probably find out what. But what an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous morning it is. Oh, what an absolutely gorgeous morning it is. Sun's out, new government. Bliss. Oh. Day one of a new Labour government. And we know they're going to be getting down to work almost straight away, ready to rock and roll. So we'll await what happens. But I think it's going to come pretty fast, pretty quickly. Fat Gez, my favourite moment from last night, either Mog or Lettuce losing their seats. Mog was a good one. Truss losing her seat. Oh my god, that's news to me. I went to bed last night absolutely falling asleep. Seriously, my bed hit the pillow and I just went. I was just out. Like, my bed I just hit the pillow and I just went out completely. Don't know if you can see in the background. Probably a very, very new baby pony behind us there. P, good morning to you. And just what a great morning it is. Too bad Reform got 4 MPs. Don't worry about it too much, P. Because I don't think they're going to last too long at all, to be honest. I don't think they're going to last too long at all. I don't even think Farage is going to last a full 4 years. So I think an expensive scandal will get him. Of that, I can guarantee you. Yeah, of that, I can guarantee you for that. It was rigged, election interference. Oh, is that George Galloway? That happened last night as well. Galloway obviously losing his seat. And coming out and saying that it was rigged against him. Oh. And of course, potentially the police now also investigating his party for voter fraud and vote rigging after some suspicious ballots. So, yeah, looks like Mr. Galloway is in trouble. Looks like he is in some serious trouble. Looks like he is some very serious trouble that's going to go on there. Michael Warner, good morning to you. What a glorious day. What a glorious day indeed. Galloway didn't even show for the count. I think he knew he was going to lose. I think he knew he was going to lose. So, makes sense why he didn't show. Yep, I was shocked when I heard that. Reassured by this morning by just 4. Yep, just 4. Remember the exit poll predicted 13. Didn't even get that far. But they are going to be put under huge media scrutiny and pressure now. Like I say, I don't think they're going to last for very long. Indeed. Nope. What an absolute cracking morning though. Absolutely beautiful. How about the SNP? I bet there's some very, very salty SNP people out there this morning. Very salty. You know, I've always told you, like, SNP people, like, somehow weirdly really fragile. Like, you mention the slightest thing and it sets them off. I can guarantee you they are going to be very, very much so going off on this morning. Very, very much so. Oh. That's for sure. Michael Ford, good morning. Good morning, BHM. Wipeout by the Beach Boys springs to mind. Oh, possibly, quite possibly true indeed. But what a morning indeed. Oh, by the way, we are entering, or about to enter the Barnsley Triangle. So if you lose connection or anything like that, don't worry. Stay the course, stay tuned. Connections and normalcy will be reestablished soon. So, hey, who knows? Now we're under a Labour government, maybe we won't have the Barnsley Triangle anymore. We live in hope. We live in hope. But that's very unlikely. I'll just get through here and read your chats in a moment so I can catch up with them. Like I say, this the big problem when it's a really sunny morning like this. I can't see the screen, or I can just about see the screen. So if you're posting like a big thing of text to me, I can't see it. Anyway, so we'll get through this, get undercover over here, and we'll read some messages from here. But I think, like many people now, what's Labour going to do first? I don't know what they're going to do first at all. But I think it will really define the next couple of years, like are going to go for the party going forward. Absolutely going to define what the next couple of years for the party going forward. Anyway, let's catch up with some of these. But good morning to everyone watching. Please remember to hit the like button as well. Andrew Dixon, did you end up with a Reform UK? No, I did not. If you were watching that last night and you saw the beginning of the live stream, Sky News, their exit poll was predicting both Barnsley North and Barnsley South 99% likely we were going to get a Reform UK candidate. Did they even come close? Not a bit. Whoever was doing that, whoever did that exit poll and predicted that for Barnsley, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, talk about giving me a heart attack. Oh my word. Like the panic on my face until those results came in. Whew. We dodged that one. We dodged that one, that's for certain. Michael Ford, good morning to you. Mog gone, Truss gone, Chaps gone. Exactly, 8 cabinet ministers. 8 cabinet ministers, I believe. Are gone. That is a large number of cabinet ministers. And I'll tell you what, when we were watching Rishi Sunak, boy did he look nervous. Both him and Jeremy Hunt, they were announced almost simultaneously, one after each other. And boy, oh boy, did both of those look nervous. Jeremy Hunt had just a majority of about 1,000. 1,000, so he could have gone. Richard Holden was, I think, the most disappointing one of the night. 20 votes. 20 votes were in it. I was worried. I was really worried that we were going to get a lot. That we were going to get a lot of those results tonight. Oh, well, so shall we say last night? But no, we only got one. And of course, you know, we could have had Jeremy Hunt. We could have had Jeremy Hunt. But no, he survived. As too did Rishi Sunak, somehow. Although I think he had a very, very much reduced majority, I believe. Wasn't as big as it used to be. But boy, Sunak looked nervous. Sunak looked incredibly nervous going up to that count. There was a very, very much a big sigh of relief, I think, that he kept his seat. But he has said he's stepping down as well as leader last night. So it's very likely there will be, probably even while we're doing this, some sort of announcement by Sunak, probably the next couple of hours. Announcing this. But we'll see what happens now. I'm now looking forward to Tory Wars. Oh boy, did it kick off last night. Oh boy, did it kick off last night. Robert Buckland, immediately after he lost his seat, gave like this really gracious, you know, oh, I'm really upset that I lost my seat, etc. Thank you for everyone supporting me. Immediately goes onto the BBC and blames Suella Braverman. He blames Suella Braverman and all that wing of their party for his defeat. The Tory wars, my friends, are going to be in full swing. Oh, they're probably kicking off right now. I haven't even gone to Conservative Home to see what they're saying, but oh boy, I kept them popping in on them last night throughout all that live stream. Oh boy, was Will doomering like crazy. Boy, was he doomering like crazy. Patrick H, give it 12 months, there'll be a by-election. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me if, as soon as the leadership contest is over, he stands down. Would not surprise me if it gets while the getting's good. Yes, there'll be a by-election to find a new MP. Like I say, I think that's almost guaranteed that he's going to go. I don't think he's going to stick around. But he's given all the Tories, they're going to partake in this next civil war, an absolute gift. Cathal G, good morning to you. For whatever God knows reason, he decided to take full responsibility for the loss. And that is going to just make the Tory civil war even worse. Because, as we've kept on saying, as I've kept on showing you, they ain't capable of any serious introspection. When Suella Braverman won her seat with her little acceptance speech, she was like, we have to acknowledge that we have not listened to you. You've had 14 years of not listening. Why on earth are you going to start now in opposition? Like, why on earth are you going to start now in opposition? Oh, Patrick H, yeah, couldn't believe Channel 4 had both Doris and Widdicombe, two of the most odious people in politics. And oh boy, have you seen the clip of Alistair Campbell really laying into Nadine Dorries and Kersey Kwarteng? You know what was even more funnier, and we'll probably find out on the rest is politics. I'm sure people will ask Alistair Campbell what happened, so we'll get the full details in a bit. But they were both scheduled to stay on till like 3 a.m. After that exchange happened, both of them left during an ad break and left like an hour early, but they walked out. They walked out. Like, just. But Alistair Campbell was spot on. He absolutely called them out, spot on. Because they were clashing. Both him, Rory Stewart, and Nadine Dorries and Kersey Kwarteng were clashing like crazy. So there was going to be a lot of clips doing the rounds, probably this morning, certainly over the weekend, with Alistair Campbell and Nadine Dorries clashing over these results. But oh boy. And bear in mind, Alistair Campbell told them both what the problem was. Why they lost so big, because they'd backed a liar. They'd backed all these ridiculous, Tory policies that were, causing the UK such problems. And they hadn't even thought to even think about, is it the Tory problems? Is it us? That are the problem here. And good on Alistair Campbell for calling them out. But oh boy, the Tory civil war's to come. If you're hoping for some good blue on blue action, don't worry. I don't think you'll have to wait long. Because it is going to get dumb, it is going to get stupid, but for us, it's going to be incredibly fun. Oh boy, oh boy. What fun we have lying ahead of us. Tory civil wars and everything in between. What fun is going to be blessed upon us for that. And here I was worrying last night, panicking, well, we might get a Reform MP. I suppose at least I'll get some content out of it. But that ain't happened, thank God. That ain't happened. Now Starmer needs to find out how to beat Boris or Farage at the next election. I don't think Boris is going to come back. If they get desperate enough to bring Boris back in, my God, the pure desperation on that is for sure. What desperation is going to be leaking from the Tories to bring back Boris Johnson. But we're already talking about it. Rees-Mogg said, oh my God, we've gotten rid of one of the most election-winning Tory MPs in history. And you're like, do you remember what it was like when he was PM? Do you remember how much he was hated? That hasn't gone away. Like, all the problems, all that baggage that Boris has is still with him, still there. And yet, gee, it's a good idea to bring back Boris Johnson. They've learned absolutely nothing. They've learned absolutely nothing from their time with Boris Johnson, and that is why they're going to be out of power for quite some time. Let us just sneak through here. I mean, I'm sorry, but if he runs, all Starmer has to do is just remind the British public what he was like. Do you really want more Boris? Do you want to go back to that? And Farage, well, to take on Farage, we saw how you beat Farage. It came out during this election. You know, he was challenged constantly on everything that he was doing, and he doesn't like to be challenged. He just prefers an open platform where he can say whatever he wants and not get challenged. Just look what happened where he got challenged on Question Time. Just look what happened where he got challenged on Question Time, and he then refused to appear on any more Question Times until he was apologised to. Labour is going to have to get really used over the next 4 years to really challenging Farage and really taking it to him. That's absolutely for sure. I think we're going to definitely see that over the next couple of years. That's for certain. Make no mistake, I think by the weekend the Tories are going to be in full scale civil war, because they've all been told Rishi Sunak standing down. That announcement will come at some point today, and then they're off into what will be a very, very funny for us election contest. I'll say this now, almost certainly Suella Braverman, Kimi Badnock, absolutely going to be throwing their hat in the ring, that's for sure. Question is, who else will join them? Who else will join them in this ridiculous fight? But it will be funny, it will be hilarious, and hey, we'll have a lot of laughs together. Oh. Being attacked by foliage. Thankfully I'm not wearing my shorts. Gosh, no way am I getting past that. Oh, what's this? Mike Fletcher, I'm more pleased that we have allowed a lot more women to be elected, provide hope for some more common sense. Hey, that will be good. More women elected, I think, will be a good thing. I think someone asked about chances of rejoining the EU. I've said it for a while now. Starmer and David Lammy are going to go and negotiate with the EU. I think they will achieve a lot more than I think people think, but not as much as I think they want. And eventually they'll be left with a choice. That's Brexit. That's as best as it is ever going to be. And they're going to have to really address that. They're actually going to have serious conversations about Brexit, and that is going to happen in this Parliament. And I think we will see serious talks and discussions about rejoining things like the customs union, single market, even eventually probably the EU. But they're going to have another referendum, and that could prove incredibly divisive, because of course Farage and co will be up to their usual tricks if one is run. But you know, we have to be prepared if that ever happens again. We have to be prepared to fight another potential referendum to rejoin, and we have to make it one of like really positivity, reminding people of everything that we've lost and everything that we'll gain, you know, from rejoining the EU. But that is some time off. That is some time off. But a new dawn in UK-EU relations, that's for sure. That is absolutely sure. Hold on, someone asked me a question. I saw a bit orange in chat. 1 second, let me get to some shade so I can actually read the screen. Where is it? Kirsten Cruz, in your opinion, what does Starmer need to address first and make people feel that their lives get better? I don't know. $1 million question. $1 million question. Who knows? I love it. Someone calling me again, madman, English delusion. There's lots of ways to rejoin the single market and customs union. Hey, maybe we'll go the Ukraine route. And take the option that they're going. Who knows? Maybe we'll rejoin through the European Trade Association. Lots of ways we could rejoin some of these things. It's more likely than you think. More likely than you think. That is not exceptionalism. That is me just saying, hey, we'll sit down, we'll talk, and we'll negotiate how that happens. So, there you go. Shocking what countries can achieve when they sit down and talk to each other. Craig, good morning to you. But you are right, you know, they've got a long list of things to do. They've got a long list of things to do. And, you know, they've already said it. They know they've got to deliver to make sure that people's lives do feel, you know, better. They know that, they've said that. But that isn't going to come quickly. It isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, you know. There's a lot of hard work ahead. A lot of hard work ahead. Just heard that Fabricant's syrup has now been shot by a farmer for worrying his sheep. Oh dear. Overnight, I don't think you're going to get a single market, but I do think veterinary agreement is a backdoor into improving the food supply chain. Yeah, it is. It is. I think, you know, we're going to sit down and we're going to negotiate. And we'll see what happens. That has been my position for ages, but, you know, I take all the slings and arrows and, oh, that's just English exceptionalism. But, hey, I'm prepared to take all that flack, because in a few years' time, who knows where we'll be? Who knows what will happen? Who knows what we'll get through these negotiations? As I made clear a few days ago, we in the EU are a lot closer on a lot of things than people like to think or people say. We're not cherry picking. If we're going to be, like, let's say we join the customs union, we're going to have to follow EU rules and regulations. What do you think I'm saying when I say that? Yeah, honestly, I think people hear me say things and I think they just add extra words. Blue Badger, good morning to you. Late for the school run. Well, good morning to you. A fantastic morning, honestly, this morning. Fantastic this morning. Now, what an absolutely fantastic morning, but you know, I want to echo you know, something I've said before, something I've said throughout the stream, something I've said very recently. Change is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time, but Labour do know they've got some work to do. They know they've got some work to do. And the fact that we've got, you know, competent government, change, right down from who's Prime Minister, right down to the committee level, is going to bring about a lot of new things. So do not underestimate the fact that we've now got competent people in. They're going to address situations like with some seriousness, and approach problems with like pragmatism. Now, that's going to be good. Meanwhile, of course, the Tories in opposition are just going to be an absolute disaster. They're just going to lurch from one disaster after another. But one thing would be interesting: will Keir Starmer do anything about MP standards or anything like that? Will he tighten up the rigorous system? Will he bring in stuff to really bring back trust in MPs and politics? That will be a real crowd pleaser. I think that's something he could do. I think that's something he could do very, very easily. It costs them nothing, but it gains them everything, especially a lot in terms of, like, you know, respect, and the fact that Keir Starmer is constantly throughout all his campaign, talked about, you know, service. That's what this job is about to him. It's about service. Just that ethos in itself could permeate throughout all the Labour government. We could see a lot of very good things happen. You know, you're going to get that progressive Labour bloc. Baby pony. You're going to get that progressive Labour bloc that, if they act sensibly and they don't waste like their political capital going to die on a hill, if they do it sensibly, pick the battles, then they will achieve quite a lot. We can see a lot of very good progressive victories. That is for certain. Yeah. Luke Hession, actually try and solve problems. Exactly. Just that alone is going to be good. Imagine having a government that actually tries and solves problems. What a revelation. What an absolute, you know, revelation. But here we are. Yeah, Craig, it's easy to deal with problems when the answer isn't nope because of Brexit ideology. Exactly. That now is gone. You know, we're going to be able to have actual conversations about Brexit, about the problems that is made and how we go about solving some of these. And that hasn't happened, you know, since 2019. We've got a brand new government in place. Things are going to change. I'm happy for Britain now, brand new opportunities. Malcolm, good morning to you. Interesting evening. Indeed it was. Newspapers have to stop having a political allegiance. Well, hey, we might see Leveson too. We might see Leveson too, maybe. Because yeah, infrastructure is expensive, it takes time. UK needs to borrow money and start taxing the city and wealthy to be able to make that happen. But anything that can be done easy with legislation will be easier, yeah, exactly. But thank you so much for joining me this morning. What a night. What a night and what a fantastic morning it has been. Didn't get everyone we were hoping for. Of course, in our scalp list. But hey, we got Mog, we got Liz Truss, we got Grant Shapps, 8 other, you know, ministers gone. That's a bad result, and trust me, the Tories are going to be coping. So we're going to try and mine some of the best salt for you later in today's videos. But as always, thank you so much for joining me last night if you were with me last night. Thank you so much for joining me today if you were with me. Click the like, click the share button on your way out, leave a comment down below. Again, Pony Club link down below as well if you want to join that 100th video next Wednesday. Gonna be good. So yeah, links down below, help support the channel. Thank you so much for all the help and support that you guys have showed the channel. We will be continuing, of course, under this, and we will wait to see how Starmer Labour government are going to approach things. So we'll see what happens. But as always, we'll see you all very soon.